Hello, welcome to Chapter 2, Lesson 10. We are on page 137. So this is multiplying by two-digit numbers. So this goes back to yesterday's lesson of doing a one-digit number. So example 1, it says domestic cats can run up to 44 feet per second on land. At this rate, how many feet could a cat run in 12 seconds? So we're going to find 44 times 12. We estimate we have 44 times 10, so that's going to be about 440. So this is going to be similar to yesterday's lesson, except for we do have an additional step. So like before, it says multiply the ones. So we have, start with the 2. So the ones is 2 times 4 is 8. And then the same thing, step 2, multiply the 10s. 2 times 4 is 8. So we have 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 4 is 8. So at the top we have 88. And now that we have a number in the tens column, we're going to add a sum to our answer. So because this is the tens column here, we're going to add a placeholder, or we're going to annex a 0. So we annex a 0 right here. And the reason is this number appears as 1, but what this number really is, this is 10. So instead of saying 1 times 4, this is really 10 times 4, 10 times 4. But the way we can get it, go around this is by annexing a 0. So now I can do the same thing. It says multiply the ones, so I do 1 times 4, because that 4 is in the 1 spot. So 1 times 4 is 4, and then 1 times 4 is 4 again. And even though I'm saying 1 times 4, what this really means is 10 times 4 and 10 times, this is actually 10 times 40. But 1 times 1, 1 times 1, we get the answer of 440. And the last step is we need to add. So we have 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 1 plus 4 is 5. So a domestic cat can run 528 feet in 12 seconds. We check our estimate, and it says 440, and we're at 528. And so that's relatively close. I know it's not the closest thing in the world, but yes. Check. So we're going to try example 2. This time, I'm just going to kind of say it how it is. I'm not going to give you the background information like I did in example 1, because sometimes the background information causes confusion. So we're going to estimate we have 165 times 31, so we estimate about 200 times 30. That's going to be 600. So like we said before, multiply the ones. So I start with my 1. 1 times 5 is 5. Then I move my 10s. 1 times 6 is 6. Now I'm going to move to my hundreds. 1 times 1 is 1. Now I'm at my tens column now, so I'm going to add a placeholder of a 0, or I'm annexing a 0. So now I have, same thing, start with my 1s. 3 times 5 is 15. So I have an extra, my 10s go here, my 5 goes here. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 1 is going to be 19. So I add my 1 up above my 100. So 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is going to be 4. And the last thing I need to do is add all my numbers. 5 plus 0 is 5. 6 plus 5 is 11. 1 plus 1 plus 9 is 11. And 1 plus 4 is 5. So I have my final answer of 5,105. So I'm going to compare. Oh, I made a mistake. That's 1, 2, 3 zeros, so 1, 2, 3 zeros. That should be 6,000. So I'm going to compare my estimate. I have 5,115, and my estimate was 6,000, so those are relatively close. So I'm going to check that off. So go ahead and try the guided practice. Pause the video and I'll be back shortly. So we have 30 times 10 is going to be 300. That's my estimate. So I'm going to multiply. I'm going to start with my 1. So my 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. Now I'm going to move to my 10. So now they already annexed the 0 for us. So I have 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. Now I just add 6 plus 0 is 6. 9 plus 2 is 11. 1 plus 3 is 4. So I have 416. And I check my estimation and they are close enough. So that works. So in the homework, very important, it is asking you to estimate and then multiply. So you should have at least 2 different answers. And then check for reasonableness. So we have your answer should be here. Your equal sign should be the squiggly equal sign. That means it's about equal. So on your homework, make sure you have 2 answers. Make sure you read the instructions. But other than that, that's the end of the notes, so thank you for watching.